You love your dog, but the constant barking is driving you crazy. You're not alone. Many dog owners struggle with this, and it can be incredibly frustrating for both you and your furry friend. But I'm here to tell you, there's hope. Just like we rehabilitate dogs with more serious behavioral issues, we can tackle excessive barking with the right approach. Remember, dogs don't bark to annoy us even if it feels that way sometimes. They're trying to communicate. They might be bored, stressed, territorial, or even just excited to see you. Our job is to understand the root of the problem and then teach them a better way to express themselves. In this video, we'll explore the common reasons behind excessive barking, and more importantly, I'm going to give you my proven techniques to restore peace and quiet to your home. You'll learn how to take control, build a stronger bond with your dog, and create a calmer, happier environment for everyone. Let's get started. Before we can fix the problem, we need to understand it. Dogs bark for many reasons, and it's usually not just one thing. It's a combination of their instincts, their environment, and how they've learned to communicate with you. Think of it like this. Barking is their way of pushing a button. If that button gets them what they want, they'll keep pushing it. One of the most common reasons dogs bark is attention seeking. They crave your attention, whether it's playtime, a walk, or just a pat on the head. If they've learned that barking gets them that attention, even if it's negative attention, they'll keep doing it. Another common trigger is fear or anxiety. Your dog might bark at strangers because they're unsure of them or feel threatened. Loud noises like thunder or fireworks can also trigger barking out of fear. Boredom and frustration are also big culprits. A dog that's cooped up all day with no outlet for their energy is more likely to bark out of frustration or boredom. They need mental and physical stimulation just like we do. Finally, let's not forget excitement. Some dogs bark excessively when they're happy and excited, like when you come home from work or when they see their leash. Now that we understand why dogs bark, let's talk about how to stop it. Remember, we don't want to punish the barking. We want to redirect their energy and reward the behavior we want to see, which is calmness and quiet. Positive reinforcement is the most effective way to train any dog, and it's especially important when addressing barking. Instead of yelling at your dog when they bark, which can actually make the problem worse, focus on rewarding them when they're quiet. Start by identifying your dog's triggers. Is it the doorbell, people walking by the window? Once you know what sets them off, you can start to manage those situations. When your dog starts barking, don't react with anger or frustration. Instead, calmly and firmly say, "Quiet or enough." If they stop barking, even for just a second, immediately reward them with a treat, praise, or a quick game. The key here is consistency. Every time your dog barks, use your chosen command and immediately reward them when they stop. This teaches them that being quiet gets them positive attention, while barking doesn't. Chapter 3. Teaching your dog the quiet or enough command is a powerful tool for curbing excessive barking. It's about establishing clear communication and setting boundaries, just like we do with any other training. Start in a calm environment where your dog is unlikely to bark. Say quiet or enough in a firm, assertive tone. Immediately after you give the command, hold a treat in front of your dog's nose and wait for them to stop sniffing or pawing at it for a second. As soon as they pause, even for a moment, give them the treat and praise them enthusiastically. Repeat this process several times, gradually increasing the time your dog needs to be quiet before they get the reward. The goal is to teach them that the word quiet or enough means silence, and that silence leads to good things. Once your dog understands the command in a calm setting, you can start practicing in more distracting environments. Begin with mild distractions like a toy in the distance and gradually increase the level of distraction as your dog progresses. Remember, patience and consistency are key to success. Chapter 4. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, our dogs just get carried away with barking. In these moments, distraction and redirection can be your best friends. It's about shifting their attention from the trigger to something more positive and engaging. Keep a variety of toys on hand that you know your dog loves. When you anticipate barking, like when someone's at the door, redirect your dog's attention to the toy. Engage them in a game of fetch or tug of war. This not only distracts them from the trigger but also provides a positive outlet for their energy. Another effective technique is to teach your dog an alternative behavior to barking. For example, you can train them to go to their bed or mat when they hear the doorbell. This gives them a designated safe space and teaches them a calmer way to react. Remember, Exercise and mental stimulation are crucial for preventing boredom-related barking. A tired dog is a well-behaved dog. Make sure your dog gets plenty of physical activity through walks, runs, or playtime, and provide them with mentally stimulating activities like puzzle toys or training sessions. Remember, every dog is different, and what works for one might not work for another. The key is to find what motivates your dog and use it to your advantage. Be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, be kind. With a little understanding and the right approach, you can teach your dog to bark less and enjoy peace and quiet in your home again. Remember, a calm dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog makes for a happy owner. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these tips resonated with you most? Have you tried any of these techniques with your dog? Share your experiences and successes in the comments below.